content creation. It's something that I'm doing in this moment. It's something that I do on Goodreads. It's something that I do on YouTube. It's something that I do on Instagram. It's something that plenty of people do. And today I'm going to talk about how I nearly kicked my tripod over. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about content creation, as you can tell already. But there's something specific about content creation. I've noticed that content creation has turned into this just annoying thing that people do. Like, when I do content creation, I do it for fun and just because I like to make something and get it out there. But when some people do it, it's because they want to stay relevant. They want money. And there's nothing too wrong with that. Some people use content creation because they don't have anything else. They don't have the ability to go to work. I know YouTuber Call Me Kevin got into a serious accident before he started YouTube. So that's why he does YouTube. But there are some people who, let's just say that they've turned content creation into this stressful business that it doesn't have to be. For instance, you go on TikTok and you see somebody talking about a book that they read, and this same person is also talking about the hundreds of books they just bought, and they use TikTok to make money. Nothing's wrong with that. However, I can see how content creation in that regard can be a bit of a waste of everything. Like, I don't know how much money somebody can get from getting views on TikTok or YouTube. But what I do know is they're making money, and when they're making so much money that they can buy just a huge amounts of products that they can pump out videos for every single day, and then they scramble to come up with some sort of content, they're wasting their money, because their money that they're making is coming from their views, and they go and they buy a bunch of products that they're never going to use and just waste. And they're also wasting their money because they're just making money from their content, buying stuff that they're also going to waste again. And it's just this continuous cycle of wasting their money that they make because of their content. Now, talking as somebody who was not at all around when social media first became a thing, so you might as well, don't listen, because I'm not finished. And you may not want to listen to me because I'm a Zoomer who's 20 years old, who wasn't there when social media first popped up into the world. But I still have made observations. Social media should be something that is fun. It should be content that you are having fun making. It should be something that you enjoy. You have a hobby, you want to share that. My hobby is talking about useless random stuff that nobody cares about, and sometimes it happens to be books and writing and whatever. That's what my YouTube is about. And if you go on my Instagram, I do more of that. But I'm not being paid. I wouldn't mind being paid to do that. Honestly, if I could be one of those content creators that doesn't have an outside job and has the money to waste on thousands of books, I would probably be one of those people. However, I prefer to be humble. Not that it's very humble to say that, but if I was currently one of those people that could just sit at home all day and make content and make money off that content, I wouldn't be wasting my money on things that I'm never going to use. You can see on my bookshelf, these are all the books I have. I have books here, I have books here. I have a small Twilight series on one shelf. There's more books behind me, but I only have one shelf of books. Mine is a smaller shelf with some more religious books, and not all of those books are mine either. Anyway, getting off topic. There's just this overconsumption that people have that there's this overconsumption that content creation has started people on getting. I mean, you can be looking, I don't have TikTok, but I've been on TikTok before. You're constantly, every couple of videos is somebody advertising something. And when you think about it, every video is somebody advertising something. And it's not just on TikTok that has where there's an actual shop where people can go to and buy the things that have been advertised to them by TikTokers. You can also go on Instagram, and every few posts is something being advertised. One can argue that every single post is something being advertised, specifically if you're in the book community, because you can have a post where it's like books I read in 2024, and you look at that post and like, wow, I've never read that book before. But getting back into the wasting money, there are some creators who will spend their hard-earned cash. I mean, I'm not sure how hard-earned it is, but I would say it's pretty hard-earned when you're making your content creation into a business. Just like any business, I imagine it would be stressful. And there's no fun in stress, is there? That can't be fun. I mean, think about it. Is buying a bunch of stuff that you're never going to use worth the few seconds of dopamine you get when money comes in that you're just going to waste anyway, and views come in and follows come in? And some things, I mean, people are jerks everywhere, but sometimes when you do something that you probably shouldn't be doing, that everybody looks at you funny for instance, why are you just reading the dialogue? Why aren't you reading the details? Why are you just buying a bunch of books that you're never going to read? How is that even enjoyable? So it's like, it's this crazy thing about content creation that has developed into a business. A lot of things develop into business, but this is one person right here that is not going to be using any sort of content for a business because it's supposed to be fun. And why waste your money on things you're never going to use? So just, I don't know, quit being weird,